In 1998, Ma Huateng was just another programmer in Shenzhen, China's emerging tech hub. Unlike the flashy entrepreneurs you hear about, Ma was quiet, methodical, and obsessed with understanding what users actually wanted. He'd grown up fascinated by astronomy and computers. While other kids played outside, Ma was tinkering with his family's computer, learning to code. His parents thought he was wasting time. They were wrong. At 27, Ma was working at a telecommunications company, but he kept noticing something. Chinese internet users were hungry for ways to connect with each other. The problem was, most chat software was clunky, expensive, or designed for Western users. Ma saw an opportunity. He convinced 4 friends to join him in starting a company. They pooled together 500,000 yuan, about $60,000, and rented a cramped office in Shenzhen. They called their company Tencent, combining ten from the Chinese word for communication and cent, representing the percentage they wanted to capture of every transaction. None of them knew they were about to build one of the world's most valuable companies. Ma's first product was OICQ, later renamed QQ after a legal dispute. It was supposed to be a simple instant messenger, but Ma did something different. He made it cute. While Western chat programs were boring and corporate, QQ had personality. Users could customize their avatars, collect virtual pets, and express themselves with colorful emotions. Chinese users, especially young people, went crazy for it. The growth was explosive. Within months, QQ had hundreds of thousands of users. Within a year, millions. But there was one massive problem. Ma had no idea how to make money from it. Running QQ was expensive. Server costs were killing them. The company was burning through cash, and investors weren't interested in a Chinese copycat of ICQ. Ma was so desperate that he tried to sell QQ to other companies for just $1 million. Nobody wanted it. By 2000, Tencent was weeks away from bankruptcy. Ma was working 16-hour days trying to keep the servers running while figuring out how to pay his employees. His parents thought he'd lost his mind. His friends suggested he get a real job. But Ma refused to give up. He knew QQ was valuable because users loved it. He just needed to find the right business model. The breakthrough came in 2001 when Ma discovered something revolutionary. Chinese users would pay for virtual goods. While Western internet companies were still figuring out online advertising, Ma realized that QQ users wanted to buy virtual items, special avatars, premium features, digital clothing for their characters. It sounds ridiculous now, but it was genius. Ma launched QQ membership services. For a few yuan per month, users could get premium features, cooler avatars, and special privileges. The response was overwhelming. Suddenly, millions of Chinese users were paying for virtual status symbols. This was the birth of the freemium model in China. Basic QQ was free, but premium features cost money. Ma had cracked the code that would define Chinese internet business for decades. Revenue exploded. By 2002, Tencent was profitable. By 2003, they had over 100 million QQ accounts. Ma had turned a near bankruptcy into a money-printing machine by understanding something fundamental about human psychology. People will pay for status, even virtual status. The shy programmer from Shenzhen had become one of China's most successful entrepreneurs, but he was just getting started. So, in 2004, Tencent went public in Hong Kong. The IPO raised $200 million, but, a lot of investors were still pretty skeptical. I mean, how big could a Chinese chat company really get? Well, Ma used that money to build an ecosystem. He launched QQ Games, turning QQ into a gaming platform. He also created QQ.com, which became a web portal. On top of that, he added QQ Mail, QQ Music, and QQ Photos. Every single service was integrated with QQ's massive user base. The strategy was honestly brilliant. Once users were in the QQ ecosystem, they rarely left. Ma was building China's first social media super app before anyone even knew what that meant. But maybe Ma's biggest insight was about Chinese internet culture. While Western companies were focused on desktop experiences, Ma realized that China would leapfrog directly to mobile. He started preparing for the smartphone revolution years before it actually happened. By 2010, Tencent was earning billions from virtual goods, online advertising, and gaming. QQ had over 600 million users. Ma had built China's dominant social platform, but, well, he was about to face a new challenge. Mobile messaging was about to change everything. In 2011, Ma made a decision that, honestly, shocked his company. He authorized multiple teams to compete against QQ by building new mobile messaging apps. Now, most CEOs would protect their cash cow, but Ma was willing to destroy it. The winning team, led by Alan Zhang, created WeChat. It was cleaner, simpler, and designed specifically for smartphones. But launching WeChat meant potentially killing QQ, Tencent's main revenue source. Ma's executives thought he was crazy. Why compete with yourself? Ma's response was simple: if we don't cannibalize ourselves, someone else will. WeChat launched in January 2011, and within a year, it had 200 million users. But Ma didn't stop there. He turned WeChat into something unprecedented, a super app that combined messaging, social media, payments, shopping, and services. You could chat with friends, pay for groceries, order food, book taxis, invest money, and play games all within WeChat. It became the operating system for Chinese digital life. The transformation was staggering. WeChat grew to over 1 billion users. It generated massive revenue through mini programs, mobile payments, and advertising. Ma had successfully cannibalized his own company to create something even bigger. Western tech companies are still trying to copy the WeChat model. Ma had invented the future of mobile internet. While WeChat dominated China, Ma was quietly building a global empire through gaming and investments. Tencent became the world's largest gaming company by revenue. They didn't just make games, they bought the companies that made the games everyone played. Riot Games, maker of League of Legends; Supercell, creator of Clash of Clans; Epic Games, developer of Fortnite. Ma's strategy was hands-off. Buy great gaming companies, give them resources, but let them operate independently. It worked brilliantly. Tencent's gaming portfolio generates over $20 billion annually. But Ma went beyond gaming. Tencent invested in Tesla, Spotify, Discord, Snapchat, and honestly, hundreds of other companies. They became one of the world's most active tech investors, with stakes in companies worth hundreds of billions. The quiet programmer from Shenzhen had built a global technology empire. Tencent's market value peaked at over $900 billion, making it one of the world's most valuable companies. Unlike flashy tech CEOs, Ma Huateng remains intensely private. He rarely gives interviews, avoids public events, and prefers to let his products speak for themselves. But behind the scenes, Ma is obsessed with user experience. He reportedly uses dozens of different phones to test Tencent's apps. He reads user feedback personally and pushes for constant iteration. This low-profile approach served him well when Chinese regulators began scrutinizing big tech companies. While other tech leaders became targets, Ma's quiet leadership style helped Tencent navigate regulatory challenges more smoothly. In 2021, Chinese authorities cracked down on tech companies, wiping out hundreds of billions in market value. Tencent's stock fell 50%, but Ma adapted quickly. He reduced gaming time for minors, increased charitable donations, and aligned with government priorities. Ma's response to regulation showed his pragmatic genius. Instead of fighting the government, he embraced their goals. He launched major philanthropy initiatives, invested in rural development, and positioned Tencent as a responsible corporate citizen. Today, Tencent touches the lives of over 1 billion people daily. WeChat processes trillions of dollars in payments. Tencent's games are played by hundreds of millions worldwide. Their investments shape the global tech landscape. Ma Huateng's net worth fluctuates around $40 billion, but his real achievement isn't personal wealth. He fundamentally changed how people communicate, pay, and play online. He proved that Chinese companies could innovate, not just copy. He showed that understanding local culture matters more than having the best technology. He demonstrated that quiet, persistent leadership can be more powerful than flashy entrepreneurship. The challenges ahead are significant. Regulatory pressure continues. Competition from ByteDance and other companies is intense. The global tech landscape is fragmenting, but Ma has survived and thrived through previous challenges. The shy programmer who almost sold QQ for $1 million built one of the world's most valuable companies by focusing on what users actually want. His story proves that in technology, the loudest voice doesn't always win. Sometimes the quiet visionary who listens to users and adapts to change builds the most lasting empire. Ma Huateng may not be a household name like Steve Jobs or Elon Musk, but his impact on how billions of people live their digital lives is undeniable. He didn't just build a company, he built the infrastructure of modern Chinese society.